Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I feel way better today. It's amazing. I'm like 90% over this cold thing. Just a little bit of sniffles that might even be gone by the end of today. Honestly, I ate a lot last night, so my brain feels better, my body feels better. The scale is not going to feel as good, though, which is going to be unfortunate. Um, and I'm not super happy about it, but you know what? It was worth it. We had a good dinner with the friends and the family. Um, I was really hoping to crack 175 before January 1st. Probably not going to happen, for being realistic. We've definitely made some reverse progress in the last week or so, even accounting with the fasts. I think the fasts definitely helped mitigate the damage done, but definitely been having a lot of carbs. Last night was, chili and rice and avocado and then fudge and cornbread and just like, well, honestly, that sounds more insane than it really. I mean, it was all of those things, but it was a pretty normal dinner, but a lot more than I've been having in the last while, which just always is going to mean the scale is going to go up. But my brain feels good. My body honestly feels good, except for my knees are cooking today, which is really annoying. And I did unfortunately not do my like end of the night bike just because I didn't get home till almost 1. And yeah, so um, what I think I'm going to do is I was going to wait till the beginning of the year, but I might just start now just to get slightly ahead. Is I think I'm going to cut out the tortillas, going to cut out all but 2 popsicles just because I need a little something sweet for this whole cut. Which means I don't even know what the calorie is going to be particularly, but 350 grams of chicken hopefully every night, 350 grams of vegetables every night. Still going to use hot sauce. I originally wasn't going to do cheese. I might keep the 60 grams of cheese in. Honestly, a big part of it is protein. It is a pretty good amount of protein from the 60 grams, and the calories really aren't low, or really aren't high for the fat free. It's not as good, and I was going to do low fat, but I might just stick with the fat free, just pretty much for the purpose of low calorie protein. And yeah, I think this last month is going to be a bit of a grind, a little bit more discomfort for sure. But as I've done these fasts, honestly, and as I've done just these like continuously more and more dieting, the hunger thing is definitely easier to deal with. The lack of energy is going to be a little rough with even less carbs, but it's only a month left, I think. So, if by the end of the month I'm freaking done, then it'll be worth it to me. So, today's agenda, we're going to go do our weigh-in real quick and our pose down to see where we're at. And then got to go meet some friends. And then I'm going to go to the store, get my food stuff, and then the gym. We're actually going to hit chest today, and I'm hoping 225 moves a little easier today. It's been a minute since I've benched, but have been able to eat a good amount last week or so. So I'm hoping those carbs are going to help out and all that jazz. But we're rambling a little bit, so let's go do the weigh-in to see how much damage we have to reverse. Already derobed. We're going to just see where we're at here. Oh, hey, you know what? Honestly, that is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's pretty doable. Cool. All right. So 165 is better than I thought.
I'm at
For a
176.5.
couple reasons. Firstly, firstly, ate way more carbs than I have been eating, and am thoroughly hydrated right now. So kind of surprised it's not lower or higher. Sorry, just off that alone. Secondly, we ate pretty late, and since I have a pretty bad like metabolism. Everyone says that, but mine's pretty slow and my digestion isn't the greatest. Typically I'll, like, if I eat too late, then I'll just, like, it needs to work its way through the system for a while. So honestly, I might even lose just a little bit more just off that alone. I've got to do back shot. So I already forgot what the two reasons were that I just said. So maybe there's more. And just, Christmases and stuff, and then we had friends chili night. And I don't know. I'm honestly surprised that's not higher. That's pretty nice. It's a happy surprise. We did do a fucking shit ton, not a shit ton, but we went hard on cardio yesterday and in the sauna. So I don't know how it is in your sauna, but in my sauna, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got to go in the sauna yesterday because we moved dinner from 6 to 6:30. So I actually got a half hour in the sauna, which is really nice. But the way my sauna works is there's the floor, right? So there's the floor. Then there's the first seating level. Then there's the second seating level. So it's like higher up, hotter. Then there's the backrest for the second seating level. And I sat on top of that, which is not comfortable. So I got that, and there's like this much room to the ceiling where I was like hunched over, but it's really hot up there. And so I spent probably 20 of the 30 minutes up there, and then the last 10 minutes on just the lowest level, just to kind of chill out. So in terms of like flushing out extra water, because I've definitely drinking a lot of water to just kind of overhydrate myself and let fluids and stuff keep circulating through while I'm been sick. That probably helped. And then plus cardio, we did a little over 6 miles, which I thought it was actually going to be more because I ran a lot. Well, did 6 miles, but I did a 4.5 minute knee warm up beforehand, and then we were at 6 miles with about 3 minutes left. So if I continued at my pace for that extra 7 minutes, I probably would have been about 7 miles, which would have been nice. But the pacing was good. We went on a 7 to the 7.3 ranged pretty much the whole time. There were a couple of times when I had to stop and just let myself rest, and a couple of times when I slowed down just because I was just pushing a little too hard. But good cardio plus the hike. So honestly, kind of makes sense actually when I think about it that I'm 165. Now, since that is lower than I was expecting, I think, not sure, but I think I might still be able to crack under 175 by January 1st, possibly. The other reason I think that is ate late and ate a bunch of carbs last night, and if I go remove the tortillas into the popsicles, I'll drop my calories a few hundred, and my carbs by an amount, so less water retention. And that might just be enough to get me 174, even if it's 174.6, 0.8 by January 1st. I'll have cracked the 175, and then for January, I'll really be able to determine how many pounds this is going to end up being. Thinking about it though, if I'm 170, let's say I'm 174 flat by January 1st, let's just say, well, I'd be 2.4 pounds in 2 days. Probably not gonna be that, but let's just say, by the grace of the universe, 174 flat. That would mean at least 4 pounds in January, which I can definitely do, but I don't think 4 pounds is gonna be enough. I still think we just did a pose down, so I know what we're looking at, but I think all this, and this combined is still probably 10 pounds from now which means 5 pounds from 170. Um, to be like as careful. So not only may 165 have to be like 170 is definitely not going to be it, and 165 is going to be more realistic, but maybe even lower, which I do not want to go lower than 165 personally, because that just sounds like ass. Now the abs are starting to peek through, right? They are starting to peek through. I don't have abs yet, but you can tell that things are being done. So maybe at 170, I'll be surprised, but maybe not. So my predictions have always been kind of all over the place, and I don't really know what to expect at this point. I've never been this lean before, which is sick. But since I've never been in this lean before, I'm in pretty uncharted territory, and I don't really know how much of a visual effect each pound is going to be now. It may be more than I'm expecting. It may be less than I'm expecting too. And at this point, I've lost just under 30 pounds. And there's definitely a good change. But having it been 30 pounds and honestly at the start expecting a little more out of 30 pounds, I don't know. We're going to just have to see. I'm definitely losing some muscle at this point. It was bound to happen, but I think this is when it really starts to kick in. I'm not small yet, which is nice, but we're definitely not big anymore. Yeah, so probably just rambling too much now, so I don't know what's going on. But I think today we're probably going to start the chicken and vegetables thing, and with no tortillas. And we're going to just kind of have to grind out this last month. Oh, the Gaines kitty wants to come say hi. Hello, Gaines kitty. Say hi to the people. All right, that's it for this update. It's way too long, but yeah, so hopefully this isn't as bad as it's going to seem. Boy, howdy, do we have a chest day. Switching things up a little bit today. For a little bit, I've been doing just one set per exercise so I can listen to music, but I was kind of just in the zone, and I know that probably most of the people watching these are lifters. So here's some more lifting footage. This is still warming up 185. I knew today was going to be rough on 135. Just picking it up off the rack, I could feel that it was going to be harder than normal. And then once it got to 225, that confirmed it. Even unloading it was difficult, just getting it off the bench. And then on all three sets of these, not only do I only get them for 3, which is kind of what I've been doing for a little bit, 3 or 4, but this third rep, look at how grindy these are. Dude, so rough. And that's how they all were. The last one was the worst for sure. I think we are just getting closer and closer to our goal, which is great, but it does mean just a steeper and steeper drop off with strength. And on squats, the other day I was thinking maybe it's just from the hike that they're extra fatigued, but I think it is just time to dip into like 255 on squats and maybe 205 on bench. I'm gonna ride bench out until I can't get sets of 3 though. But once that day happens, we're gonna go down to 205, I think. But yeah, super grindy. Each set harder than the last. Each final rep especially harder than the last. Um, but you're gonna see here, man. I was so struggling. Oh, really tired. But on this one too, on that second rep, I probably should have called it, but I was like, I'm gonna get 3 sets of 3. On this third rep, it felt like an eternity. Look how slow that moved. That's like a max. That's like a 1 rep max right there. But it was not. It was my 1 rep max 4 years ago. Then we did some incline. I went up to 75s. I was doing 80s the last couple weeks, and I was doing 85s before then, but I think now 75s are good. They're honestly not that heavy. I was kind of expecting to be a little more fatigued, or at least for them to feel worse, just going off of 225. But I am glad that I went with 75 because I was able to get some good range of motion, and good squeeze and everything, and it's still being, somewhat heavy. I'm not doing 50s. I actually did 4 sets of this just because they felt good. That's literally the only reason. One thing that is funny that I'm noticing is I am super white right now. I moved into this town, super tan from living in Southern California. But now I'm in a winter place and it's not as much sun I can see. But yeah, we did 4 sets of this. I was trying to get at least 5. I think I get 5 in every set, or 6 in every set except for the last one. I get 5. Or maybe I get 5 here and then 4 in the next one, something like that. And I don't know what it was, but today, always yawning. But I was kind of like not counting reps at all, which doesn't really, I don't need to count reps. I'm obviously not trying to like progressively overload or do more than whatever, but normally I count them just cuz. But today I was just kind of going off feel with everything, including flies. And I don't like it. I'm just not, maybe I'm just OCD now or something, but not knowing how much I did is just kind of annoying. But then we did some flies. I actually elected to do these. I think these are starting to grow on me. I was gonna do the cable flies, and they were open, but I felt like doing something a little more supported with my back, and I just lightened it up. I was only doing like 85 on this, I think, or 90. I don't remember how the weight stack works, but just so I could really like pump it out and get a good squeeze and hold it at the end. And same for here. I wasn't counting reps. I have no idea how many I was doing. I think somewhere around 10 each time, maybe a little more, sometimes a little less. And then I did 4 sets of this. I think I only recorded 3 though, because I was going to do triceps and both the cables were taken, and so I did an extra set and then came back to triceps. But yeah, cable fly or the pec deck flies starting to grow on me. Can't lie, they're starting to feel pretty good. And what's cool is the shot is pretty nice. Now I'm not a bodybuilder who has like crazy musculature or leanness to look at, but you can definitely see it, which is pretty cool. And you can't see it as well with the like cable flies. And I don't do dumbbell flies ever because it just jacks my shoulders up. Kind of similar to how this one does, but with dumbbells it's way worse because they're not supported by anything. Then we did tricep push downs. I only recorded 1 set of this just because the tripod's kind of in the way and I don't like to be in other people's way. But I was noticing the triceps were looking lean, the arms were looking lean. Definitely looking small right now comparatively, but the leanness is looking good, and so much so that I got inspired to post up and take a couple of shots, which you're going to see right now. And look at this, dude. That's crazy. And then the shoulder, you're going to see the striations in the shoulder popping through. Oh, that is sick. I took 2 because the first one I accidentally took with my phone up, and I can't really do anything with that, but this one looks better. That right there. Oh, so dope. Such a dope shot.
Cardio up.
And then we did cardio.
Went as hard as I could for as long as I could. My knee is killing me. And I'm going to call it a little early. Time elapsed says 35, but I actually did 10 minutes beforehand, and then went to the bathroom, and before I got back, it was reset. So it's actually 45 minutes. And then 4 miles, probably a little less than 5 actually, like 4.8, I'd guess. So still a good cardio day, but stuff's hurting, and I'm gonna call it here. So that's it.
All right, we are home for the rest of the evening, I think, as of now. We got my chicken cooking right now. We're going to have some freshly cooked chicken, some freshly cooked vegetables, and tortillas. I said earlier that I was going to just start the no tortillas today, but I already have tortillas opened, and I don't like wasting stuff, and no one else in my house is going to eat freaking pretty much carb-free tortillas. So I'm going to eat them. I'm probably just going to finish them throughout the next, until January 1st. So I think we're just going to go back on our word a little bit, which is lamb, sorry. And just start the no tortillas, 2 popsicles after New Year's. So, yeah. But chicken's cooking right now. and then it will be done, and then we're gonna eat. It's gonna be delicious. 290 grams of chicken thigh, a little over 300 grams of fresh vegetables, 3 tortillas, and some hot sauce. 40 grams of fat-free cheese. Dinner. Normally at dinner in the living room, or not living room, the dining room, but too much commotion going on in there, so I'm gonna have a little Netflix solo room time. It's gonna be great. Also have a little bowl of extra meat and vegetables and stuff that fit in tortillas, but I'm just gonna eat that with a spoon. Nothing too entertaining. But yeah, can't express how much better chicken thigh is than fucking chicken breast. Oh my god. And it being freshly cooked is, the first day of the meal prep is always so good. Damn. All right, I'm gonna eat this and enjoy. I'll catch up with you later. All right. Yet another successful day on the quest for abs. Going to have this popsicle. I'll sit by the fire. Get ready for bed. It's only 10:30. Pretty early, but it's been a good day. We're starting off, getting back in the more serious grind. Except for New Year's night, but whatever. So, we're gonna sleep good tonight. Do what we need to do to have success till the end of January. Popsicle talk. Unfortunately, they didn't have my pomegranate or my tangerine, so I went with peach this time and strawberry. So I'm excited to make my sorbet concoction tomorrow with peach and strawberry. See if that's any good. Maybe I got mango or peach, one of the two. But it should be delicious either way. And aside from that, yeah, got a good workout in. Slightly shorter cardio and no sauna, but we did get 45 minutes. I don't remember what it was. 45 minutes cardio, I think. A good chest day, except for it was relatively weaker, which is unfortunate. Good fresh dinner, good popsicles, good hydration. It's raining outside. Good day. But yeah, hopefully. So it was 176 this morning. Definitely, without going into detail, hadn't gotten everything out of my system in the morning yet than I did throughout the day. So there's that to take account for. Sweat a lot on my run. So I'm accessing tomorrow. I'm going to be 175-ish. 175 and a half, which would be nice. But yeah, looking forward to the rest of this year and the beginning of the next year, because I think it's going to be a good year. I know. I'm not really one to make like New Year's resolutions or be like, this is my year, fucking 2023, just warm up this year's fucking game day. I don't really believe in that, but I think this year's going to be a good year. Things are looking up right now. So, anyways, love yourselves, love each other, be kind. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy birthday, whatever. Yeah, I'll see you around.